All right. Welcome to the night show. I'm West Coast Wolf, your host. And tonight we'll talk about some very, very key issues in our community technology. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's had a great day. It's President's Day, for whatever that means. I just want to congratulate you guys on making to the call tonight. You could be doing a lot of things tonight, but you joining me tonight on this very important subject. Before I get started, I want to actually let you guys know a few things about myself as far as technology is concerned. And everywhere I've went, I've been doing technology background from probably since 1999, and I got started in the industry and a little adult computer class. I had no clue about anything technology driven. I just read the book. I had a really good teacher, and I finished about a week ahead of my class. Just to let you know a little bit about myself, I'm not one of those guys that just kind of like slept in class when things were important to me and my future. So in the computer industry, I was afraid, like many people were intimidated. I would say not afraid, not a lot. I was intimidated by computers and whatnot, technology in the 90s. But what I quickly realized that when you have a good foundation, a good teacher, you can do a lot. You can get a lot done. Shout out to my teacher, Vinny. My teacher, Vinny, he was really a great teacher, and he gave me this thick book to read, and was in a class with some other adults. I started after the dot-com boom of the 90s. So what I quickly realized that I had a knack for this type of thing. I noticed that I could read something, and with a good teacher, I do things a few times, and I was good. So I finished ahead of my class in that particular arena. There's probably like 2-3 black folks in the class. I was one of them. People were asking me questions about a month into the class, 3-month program. So I left that. I went to another program for networking, the Network Plus program. And in that class, I probably was maybe among 2 black people. And you can kind of see that, my personality style is I'm an Aries, so personality style is not really the kind of person that I'm going to run around and kiss up to people and whatnot and do what people, people make you work harder for the information when you don't look like them. They make me work very hard for what I know today. But I want to share to my people. I stuck in there a lot of the times to teach things for my people to learn. They have to go through the things I went through. But nonetheless, in that class, I was partying on the weekends. I was having a good time, a young man, single, doing my thing, right? I come into class from going out late night, take tests, ace the test, and all the white people in the class hated me. They hated my guts, right? So they always try to find ways to, get me caught up in the trouble. But I passed. I did pretty good in that. But then I went to the corporate America world, and I learned very quickly over time that this world was really not what our people in it. You see a lot of people now technology driven. In our computer generation that I was coming up in, it was a new thing. It was something cutting edge. Now a lot of young people, everybody has technology. But I want to share you guys tonight that listen, we take this technology thing and we're taking it for granted in a lot of ways. I mean, our kids use the technology. And if you're somebody younger on this call, maybe, I don't know, under 30, you may feel different about what I'm saying. But for the majority of black folks who have the money and who have the resources, they don't know much about computers, much about technology. We all use it as a group. But is it really benefiting us the way it should be? I don't believe so. And a lot of people agree with me. So tonight we're talking about Tech Talk for the Technology Challenge. Now, there's about 3 people in my life. They know who they are, and they're probably on the call. I see at least one of them. They come to me for technology stuff all the time. And I'm out the technology game, full time in the corporate America world for about maybe, a few years now. But, I don't have a sound base in technology. I understand a lot of things. Because I still read, and I still do. I dibble and dabble on the side. I get projects here and there. I do things. But tonight, I want to have a Q&A session about things that people are having trouble with. But before I do that, let me explain to you about the things that we're missing in our community that's really hurting us right now. You see, if you look at technology from the 80s and 90s to what it is now, it's moving so fast. And our people have not caught up. We are nowhere near in the ballpark of this game. And I work in the public sector. I work with people, young, affluent, white, Indian, and Asians. And let me tell you, these people know technology. They live with it. They breathe it. They sleep with it. And I hate to say it, a lot of the guys in the industry love computers more than they do to love the women that they're with. So I'm going to tell you right now, it's very, very important that we as black people step our game up because we are losing. I mean, I tell you right now, if it's outside the restaurant deal and business, you wonder why black people, a lot of our companies are not making this what they should be doing, is because we don't have a grasp on technology. Yes, we got people using Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. We use it as technology. We're not really leveraging the technology. It's a big difference. You might hear some success story. That's great. I'm not here for the success, the one-off success story. I'm here to tell you, when I know certain terms, that as a group, we are losing. We are so far behind because I got 3 people that I work with on a normal basis, my closest friends. They come to me directly. They probably feel they can do that because they're my closest friends. They can do that. But outside of that, man, it's just amazing. There's people, like somebody talked to me. I'm going to drop the name because this person just talked to me just the other day about things this person didn't know about me and about the channel, about what we got going on. I'm thinking to myself, haven't you even looked on the website? Have you even looked at the YouTube channel? I mean, why are these things you don't even know? Well, the person said, well, I came in late. Yeah, you might have came late, but you can be due diligence and look it up. Because I know another person that got on this call right now. I mean, she came, I just met her recently, and she came in, she blowing through stuff. She doing stuff that people who've been with me for a while ain't even done. And I'm like, you know what? It just takes the willpower to do it. And a lot of arguments we have, some people say, well, you know what? I just don't have time. Well, let me tell you something. If time is your issue, you ain't going to have time for a lot of stuff. Because right now, family, I don't have time to teach everything. But I spend some time, I buy time out. When you say buy time out, I spend time, I put some aside to help my people grow in technology industry in questions and answers and help them understand the basis of some things that we deal with as a people in the technology world. You see, a lot of us on Facebook, but we don't use Facebook for the right things. I'm on Facebook only to my people and look at my classmates, see how they're doing in their life. I'm not on there to be nosy and be gossiping what people else got going on in their life. I don't really care what they got going on in life. Let it bring it to my doorstep or to my channel, to my page, and I'm gonna deal with it. But for the most part, if black folks wasn't on Facebook regularly all day doing God knows what, I wouldn't be on there. Because this is our market right now. If you're not in the social media world and you have a business, let me just tell you something. If you got a business to make money, hear me very clearly. If your business to make money outside of having a restaurant, somewhere somebody can solicit your establishment on a main street where everybody can see you and pass by, you can look up and get customers in there. If you don't have a website, a campaign, marketing that website, if you don't have a marketing plan outside of word of mouth, like black folks do in the community, that's what we do. Tell somebody to come to my establishment or whatever it is. Tell somebody to support me, whatever it is. If you don't have a real solid social media game, you ain't going to be in business long. You have to be amazing. Hear me clearly. Black folks, you have to be amazing in what you do. That's one. You need to have a social media presence. That's 2. You got to have a website. That's 3. And you better be really, really, really good at marketing outside of those options with other people. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, people are organizing like protests. People are organizing like one-day events with a huge, huge following on Instagram or on Facebook. They can immobilize 1,000 or more people, right? Just by posting one thing. But our people, we use it to, like, some of us use it to gossip, some of us use it to be nosy, Some of us just keep ourselves busy while we're doing nothing. But we're not really leveraging the power, family. So tonight we talk about a few things. First off, our business. Our business in the community organization that we have, the BABC. This business is for our people to learn, to grow, to secure themselves, to protect our people in the long run. I did not create this organization to make $1 million, okay? This is for our people to survive what's coming down the pipe and train our people along the way for whatever they're going to do in their life that's positive for the black people. We're supporting what's positive for black people. And what we can do is help them grow in different areas, socially, financially, mentally, emotionally, economically. Okay? This is what this is for. So I need to make sure you key on a few things. For example, we have a Twitter account, okay? The Twitter account we have is at Bay Area Black, okay? It's a protected Twitter account. Protected meaning that you have to request to join that following. It's not open to the public because I noticed that what happened in the beginning. Nosy white folks, nosy other people, other groups, people try to get in and see what you're doing, try to sell you, solicit you stuff. No, I wasn't having none of that. So I blocked all that stuff off. I made the tweets protected because people say, whoa, Wolf, you know what? You could get a lot more done and a lot more people following you if you opened it up to the world. I say, I don't care about all of that. I want to be selective about who's going to be on this team. You see, when you're doing a winning team, you can't open to everybody. You got to open to people with the right mindset, the right focus, and the right will and personality, if you will. So I didn't want that open. So if you want to follow, if you have a Twitter account, I know everybody don't use Twitter. Twitter is an animal most folks don't know how to use. With the hashtags and whatnot. We'll get into that in a minute. But Twitter is very powerful if you know how to use it. Right now, if a celebrity puts something on Twitter, okay, that disrespected gay people or whatever, there will be a backlash so heavy. Matter of fact, Trump uses Twitter more than he do in the Oval Office with speeches. He tweets out everything. So Twitter is very powerful. You'll amass a big Twitter following, and people respect what you got going on, and they're not just overlooking your Twitter account. If you can immobilize 1,000 people, for whatever positive reason you have as being black people, that's power, family. You can't go out and hand enough flyers out to get enough people aware to what you're doing, spend a lot of money in paperwork, try to get people to be on the same page with you to get one event done. Those who've done events understand what I'm saying to you right now. I got people who come on my Facebook page, outside of my friend group, just somebody who I don't even really know like that. They want to put on that page and promote what they got going on my page. Okay? They want to get into the group with us and just promote their little businesses. That ain't how this thing works, family. Notice, if you ain't friends with somebody and you kind of go into a group just to promote your little business or whatever it is, that's not going to be cool. To me, it's disrespectful to me because, to me, if we're not real friends, you come on our group just to promote and advertise your little company. You ain't donating nothing to what we got going on. You ain't positive for black people. You just making money on black people. It's a big difference. It's those who make money on black folks, those who support black folks. They ain't always the same thing, fam. Let's get that straight. They're not always the same thing. There are people who are here making money on black folks. They're not supporting black folks. Understand, it's a difference. I can have all black clients, right? I'm getting paid on these people. But at the same time, I'm not throwing that money back into what they got going on. I'm not throwing none of that money back into a supportive black organization to help our youth and the next generation. I'm just making money on black folks. So when you got people in your groups who you don't know well, so just a name and a face pop up and put something out there, they're taking advantage of your group to get advertisement, a little one off, a little two off. But anybody who is seasoned in marketing, anybody who is seasoned in understanding of socially how things work in the world, especially in the black folks community, would know. You might get one or two deals off of that deal. But if nobody knows you, nobody respects you, nobody trusts you, if you don't have an amazing product, you may get one or two deals. But over a time period, you ain't going to make much mark in the world in that sphere of space that you're working in. Because that's not how this thing really works. You have to be, like my sister says, Yolanda says, you have to be intentional with black folks. spending your money with black folks. Intentional by supporting people. You got to be intentional. It can't just be you look up one time, see something on Facebook, Twitter, or whatever, and you glance over it. You may support it, you may not. That's what happens to the black community right now. They say in the first 2 years, the black community they look to see if you're gonna make it as a company, if you're a restaurant or if you got some kind of store or whatever it is you got going on. Black folks will wait the first 2 years to see if you're still there before they start supporting you really heavily. And if you're there 5 years, you have an amazing product. You probably got these days you probably have a solid social media status, like a solid marketing strategy plan, and you got a solid business, and you got a solid product if you're still there after 5 years in the black community. It's very powerful. If you have a respectable following, it's very powerful. Okay? So Twitter account. If you have a Twitter account, request to follow us. You're a real person, I'll let you in. Make it easy for me. @BayAreaBlack is our Twitter page. Now, Facebook. Facebook, we have a private group, a secret group nobody knows about, but people we know and we trust, face to face. Now this Facebook stuff, you nice name and a fake picture, we ain't letting you in. It's not like you won't even find it, so it won't matter. But we do have a page, a public page. A public page is called the Bay Area Black Community. It's a public page. Anybody can follow that. Make sure you like our page. If you respect what we're trying to do, make sure you like our page. I post stuff for our broadcast there also. That's our public page. We almost got 500 likes. We up there. We're getting up there. We're moving up. Okay? That's one way you get information out. I can move 2 times, and affect change on everybody. I had a text campaign plan that was blowing out messages or whatever here, but people don't respect that. They're not really there yet. That's why I took that off. It's wasting my money and time, and those who donate to what we got going on, it's a waste of our money. So I took that away. So what we have now is enough power to do whatever we need to do. Now, that's YouTube. We have a YouTube page also. YouTube channel, it's a channel. It's called the Bay Area Black Community YouTube channel. We put the recordings of what we broadcast there. Any other videos that I post up there, we put up there. You can like us and subscribe to us there. To subscribe to an account, to like a video or like a broadcast on YouTube, you must be logged in. Okay? A lot of folks don't understand that. You must be logged in. And the likes, let me tell you something, family. The likes are not just for you. The likes are for people who have this pack groupie mentality. This is how soft our people done got over the years in this country. So much distractions. You have 1,000 likes on something. It may be dumb as hell, but somebody will go out there and watch it because they got 1,000 likes. It's got to be something worth looking at, and it might just be dumb as hell. It may not be nothing educational for your people, some stupid little thing or whatever it is, but you got 1,000 likes. You will help somebody see something that might help themselves. This is how soft we done got over in this country because there's so much distraction. Meanwhile, the government and everybody else is involved around us is building plans of future that we ain't going to be in if we're not careful. So YouTube channel. It's called the Bay Area Black Community YouTube channel. From what I understand, you create a Gmail account, and or from your phone, you log into a Gmail account. If you have an Android phone, Gmail is default because you have to create a Gmail account on your Android-based phone because Google owns Gmail. Google owns YouTube. Understand that. So before you can like any video, you must have a Gmail account. Now, I'll talk to a guy about Apple. I think you may can get a Gmail account through Apple. I'm not sure how the Apple phones work. I never had an iPhone, but somebody can tell us in the question and answer part. Okay, that's fine. But for the Android users, most black folks that I know got Androids. Those who have an iPhone, maybe come on here and tell us because I never owned an iPhone. But I know one thing. Google owns YouTube. Google owns Android. You create a Gmail account when you get your first Android phone. You cannot download any apps to your phone unless you have a Gmail account on an Android phone. So it's a chain reaction of things of how we go astray in this thing of liking videos on YouTube. YouTube is a big source of information. You can get educated on a lot of things in YouTube. Okay? So what you must do is take time out of your busy day. That's why I take my time we have a broadcast. It's about 2 hours for me. After you guys have gone and got your information, you're gone. It takes about 2 hours for me to rip this recording, put on YouTube, upload it, all that to get to where people can see it for the whole world who wasn't here tonight. Who some of us had to work, some of us too lazy to get up and listen to 8 o'clock show, or you're just doing whatever you're doing. Okay? So you have that option. I do that not just for you. I do for people who are generally, honestly busy, like through work, who can't get on the call. The reason why we do this on Monday night, family, let me say something to you. Let me explain something to you real quick. Everything I do with this organization, leading the way for our people, I do it with you in mind. Now, those who are on this call right now, you're probably some of the smarter people that we know in the Bay Area, because you are here through somebody who was smart enough to tell you to be on this call. And I'm hoping, if you're new to listen to my voice and what we do later on and what the community talks about when the Q&A starts, I hope that you take the time. Spend the time to go look through our YouTube channel and listen. Do your walk, do your exercise program, whatever it is you do, your earbuds, and listen to what we talked about over all these 2 years we've been doing this, because it's only beneficial to you. I thought came up with a great saying. Great advice is of no use to you if you don't use it. Okay? Great advice is of no use to you if you don't use it and don't apply it. It's a waste of time. I wish, family, when I was a young bud, I wish that I had the kind of mentors that I got later on. I wish I'd have people to teach me things I know now after 25, 30 years of trial and error. I wish I had that. I was one of the kids who would have listened to somebody. I just didn't have somebody at the time. So those who take for granted what they have in this voice in our community and what we're doing as a group, somebody going to benefit from this. Somebody is. But like I always tell my friends, I was doing insurance business. I said, be a part of your own rescue. Somebody throw you a life jacket, a life preserver, you're drowning. If you won't grab it, then you should drown. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel about it. If I throw you a life jacket, and life preserver, and you don't want it, you don't take it, then you should drown. So recording is for people who are not making it to the broadcast. They got to work late, they're tired, something happened, sick, got issues or whatever. But for you to go back and take the time, go to our YouTube channel, subscribe to our channel, and like the broadcast and the videos that we have there, and get information that you can get on there, and you can get up to speed on what we've been talking about all these 2 years. So that's YouTube. Must be signed in, subscribe to our channel, like what we have, okay? Now, if you take those things right there, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, I would say those are the most powerful things social media-wise that you can have. Now, LinkedIn is also things people use LinkedIn. LinkedIn is good for the business world. It's a two-edged sword, though. So is Facebook. Employees check your Facebook now to see what kind of person you are, whatever, however your job is. If you're worried about your job, I understand. People put up different profiles or whatever. That's great. LinkedIn, same thing. People judge you based on what your LinkedIn account is. Okay? That's fine. If you want to get in that game, that's fine. You do what you got to do. You see, I understand, family. Some of you people can't really say what you want to say at the office. Some people can't look a certain way on Facebook or on LinkedIn. I understand that. I get it. But here's the key. In my eyes, you're not fake. But what you need to do is with your money. You fight back with your money, family. Don't let nobody fool you. Don't let nobody tell you how to be, or you ain't keeping it real at the job. That's fine. I mean, I was hardcore at the job in corporate America. Everybody can't do that. I understand that. But the thing is, what you do with your money, family, it shows who you really are. I'm going to leave it at that. Not about how you act at the job. If you can play coon at the job, if you keep a job, is that what you're going to do? Do what you're going to do. Do what you got to do. You got to feed your family, whatever. Had, lie, ha, ha, he, whatever you got to do. But what you do with your money, and after you get off work, that shows who you are. You got to play the role, fine. I'm not saying be no coon. But if you got to play the role, if you got to be cool, keep it low key at the job, do what you got to do. Your times are hard right now. I respect that. I understand. But what you do with your money after the job? Who are you funding? Where you spend your money? Because I'm going to tell you something. The social media game is serious. And the people coming behind us, the people who are probably like anybody from 30 to like 15, I'll say 14 to 30 at this point. Instagram is where it's at. Instagram is where people go in and they advertise their businesses. And what I'm hearing in Africa, they use Instagram as advertising for their companies or for their businesses on the street. Pretty ingenious. Pretty ingenious. So those are the main social media aspects of what we have in the social media space and technology wise. Now, as far as computers and stuff, okay, Microsoft headquarters in Seattle, they keep changing the product, the Windows product. Okay, they're changing a lot. You have to know how to work your computer if you're going to be at a job in the 21st century. You must understand how to work Office at some point. If you have office job for our women and men in the office, those who have a skill as far as programming, computer programming, let me tell you something. The boom happened in the 90s, and it crashed. It came back. It went to computer programmers. They're making all the big money now. But let me tell you something what's coming. They're making computers and robotics now to replace the programmers now. So get in that game. You'll be a little late. You might make good money for maybe 10 years, maybe 5 or 10 years from now. But after that, family, they're going robotics now. They're talking about AI, artificial intelligence. So why am I telling you all this stuff, family? I'm telling you because our people are nowhere near ready. Our children are using technology, but they're not leveraging it. Now, and I'm telling you something, it's a very harsh world for our people, black folks in the tech industry. It's a very harsh world because you're going in against people who look white folks, Asian, and Indian. And the people not on your side, okay? You're going to go in there like I was in there, the only black man in the department for a few years, 7 years. Only black man in the department that I worked. I was the highest paid technician in the whole damn place, okay? Highest paid. They hated my guts. Everything I went through, it was hard for that in that one company. In other companies I've been through, I did contract work here and there. I rise to the occasion every time. But it's a lot of drama you got to deal with. You got to have thick skin to deal with them kind of places. So I'm going to tell you right now, family, our children and our grandchildren at this point will have to know technology if they're going to stay in this country. Okay? Provide Donald Trump don't have us destroy the whole country in the next 2, 3, 4 years. If your kids plan on having a job in the 21st century, at the age of 20-something after school, they have to know something about computers. And it ain't going to be no other way for you if you got to work for the next 10 years. If you somebody under 55 right now, hearing my voice, 55 and under, you better have some kind of computer skills whatsoever. You better have something. You better know how to work your phone, your mobile phone. You better know how to send emails. You better know how to attach emails. You better know how to send and receive data from your phone if you want to keep a job that pays anything. Because I just saw a white man with a startup company in San Francisco putting in a robotic coffee shop. Basically, this coffee shop has no people working, all robots. Press the button, get your cup. Probably got cameras on you. Press the buttons and whatnot. Choose what you like. Done. Pay here at the kiosk machine, and it's over. So understand something, family. If you're one of the people who think it's going to be all good in America, you believe that, you know what, it's going to get cleared up after Trump leaves. I'm sorry you think that way. I don't agree with you. A lot of people I know don't agree with you. That's a pipe dream. And you think you're going to be on your job for I don't know how long if you got to go another 20 years in this corporate American society or in America, period, with not having computer skills. If you ain't retired in the next 5 years, family, you ain't going to be working no high-end job if you can get a job at all. Because the low-level jobs going to the Mexicans and the immigrants and whatnot. They giving them, Starbucks said they're going to get them 10,000 jobs because of the immigration stuff that Donald Trump was doing. I'm like, you get them 10,000 jobs, okay, that sounds commendable. What about the black folks, young black folks here who can't get a job at all? Those who want a job can't get a good job. See, they just skipped over us, family. So because people skipping over us, we got to make sure we don't skip over us. So I take my time to help people when I can because I see things they can't remotely understand. If you don't know technology, you can't understand. I can talk to you another language, and you'd be like, what you said that was again? What's that? What's this? I get that all the time. But things are moving so fast, I can barely teach you myself because you at such a fundamental stage that you don't have a grassroots understanding of what your computer or your phone does. Family, I spend time with 100 people. But we can have a class. Everybody come to one place like we're doing right now on the broadcast, discuss what you don't know, discuss what the questions you may have with the technology, social media you have on your phone or on your computer, and we go from there. But here's the key. You cannot sit here and be stagnant if you plan on making a living the next 10 years. Okay? You cannot be stagnant. So whatever you don't know, my brother CJ always talks about that. People are afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid because it's going to cost you money, cost your family money. But also, you're going to ask questions, try to go through and do some things too. If you're not a senior, shout out to Marsh. I understand that. Marsh is a little older, but he retired. He got that right to do what he do. He didn't grow up with computers. But I got to tell you, if you're 55 and under, you're in trouble, family. If you ain't going to get your act together and learn something, these white folk, Asian and Indian, ain't going to teach you what you need to know. And if you look around yourself and your family, your group, your friends, you the smartest cat in the world in technology and you don't know that much, you in for a rude awakening unless you my brother CJ, who do work with his hands for a living and make decent money. He's a carpenter. So if you ain't one of them guys, you ain't a retired guy, lady or sister, and you ain't a carpenter or somebody work with your skilled labor who makes great money, journeyman level, if you ain't an owner of real estate and making money on investment property, and you got to work in corporate American world, you won't pass the interview. Okay? I've seen some people struggle so bad, and you know, white folk, Indian and Asian, they look at you like you're stupid. They do. And the killing part about it is you ain't stupid. You know what your problem is? You don't have the experience. You have nobody to teach you, nobody to mentor you. And people put you in a position because they had to hire a token of some kind. They put you in there. They try to be nice, and they watch you fall. Because it's like I'm looking at people, technically speaking, those who in 12th grade should be in 5th grade, technology speaking. I see grown folks all the time, 35, 40 years old, struggling at a computer somewhere. I'm like looking at them like shaking my head like, wow, you ain't going to make it. Respectfully, you ain't going to make it. Because these young kids, they sleep, eat, and breathe computers. And they might be nerds and all that stuff there, but, you know, they might not have social skills like that. But you know what? At this point, people don't care. The world's moving so fast, technology speaking-wise, family, they don't care if a person don't have social skills. They don't care right now. Can you build that website? Can you fix that mobile computer, the laptop? Can you work the mobile phone? Can you send and receive emails? Can you attach emails? It's child's play. You ain't got grown folks who can't do it. You know who you are. I'm going to put you on Front Street, but you know who you are. And the question is, do you have the balls enough? Do you have the gall enough? Particular fortitude. Do you have the information you need? And if not, are you willing to ask questions? Because you ain't willing to ask questions to somebody, your brother, sister who help you out. The other people going to laugh at you behind your back, and they're going to get rid of you. And you're going to go from like 15, 20 bucks an hour to minimum wage job, flipping burgers, or some janitorial service, or some low-level job that don't pay you nothing. You're going to be pissed off because you won't pick a book up. You won't do nothing like go to Fry's Electronics, go to Amazon, go to YouTube and learn something. I'm telling you, they got some books called Learn Visually. Some people learn through visually looking at things. Some people got to read things and do them. I understand either way. Whatever your learning style is, family, you better find it and you better get with it. Because if you plan on making a living in the 21st century, by 2025, you ain't going to have no good paying job if you can't do these things. They change the system so fast, update so fast, that these phones now, I pick up my laptop, family, when I'm doing stuff to show the group. We have mixers or whatever, or we have a town hall meeting or something. I get my laptop out, project stuff on the big screen for people to see. But on my phone, I can do so much on my phone. I can be in my car. Man, listen, I didn't set up appointments, fix computers, ran attachments, ran emails, ran Facebook, YouTube, uploads, everything from my mobile phone. Checked accounts, found GPS, found people, located people, did background checks on people, did screening on people. I've done all this from my mobile phone while I'm still driving at a traffic light. Okay? Because that's how fast we're moving now. I could take my phone, my mobile phone, give me somebody's name, about what city they live in, about what age they are. I'll come back with a background check on them so quick. I don't want to scare nobody. But just trust me, it's powerful stuff out here. So with that being said, I'm going to talk to you about a little bit of Apple. Apple is a big company in the city. Apple is a big company, and everybody got the iPhones and whatnot. But do you know Apple don't have anybody black on their board of directors? Do you know that? Matter of fact, I don't know if Microsoft have anybody on their board of directors. So look at where we're going technology-wise as for a country. If there's nobody representing black folks on the board, what makes these Negroes that we're going to have anything remotely looking at supporting black people at this point? They don't even discuss us on the world stage no more when it comes to what's going on in the black America, national-wise. We're looked over. All I hear on TV now is LGBTQ and minority women's rights. I don't know nothing about black people on their own, except when it comes to crime and locking people up. That's it. So what I want to tell you people tonight is that, listen, we have to step it up. Those who are technology challenged, you better get some information. You better start learning and focusing on what you don't know how to do, because there ain't going to be nobody to hold your hand all day. It ain't going to happen. So what I want to know on this call tonight, and keep it on topic, family. We ain't talking about Donald Trump today and none of that stuff right now. Let's talk about technology. Questions and answers. Because I'm going to tell you right now, most black folks still doing things the old school way. I go to every restaurant. I go to every business, black folks, and what folks do. We got business cards, we got that, check. We may have some flyers, check. Those who got really good services, they got a few people coming in. I ask them all the time when I meet them. I said, so you got a website? Yeah. So do you have anybody SEO, search engine optimization, which where they'll put your website on in the top 10 for Google searches. Somebody looking for what you do. Called SEO marketing. Anybody marketing for you for your website? Oh no, I got a website. Oh no, nobody's doing that. So how you get your business in here? Oh, we tell people, hey, word of mouth. Oh, okay. A few flyers handed out. Okay, it's good. Family, that ain't gonna get you through nothing. You ain't gonna make it like that. You gotta be a household name right now to get something done. Shout out to Southern Cafe. They got really great food. Southern Cafe is putting it together. I don't know how the marketing plan works or not, but they got good business coming in there. Southern Cafe, we respect them. We come to them. We visit them all the time. Great food. Is black owned. One location in Oakland, one location in Antioch. Shout out to Everett & Jones. They get a household name too. They in Oakland. They got a couple of places. Maybe one in Hayward. Maybe one in I think on San Pablo. Maybe in Berkeley. But a couple of black owned restaurants. But it's a lot of black owned businesses out there. They got a little spot called Cater to You. Shout out to my sister out there, Tina, on 17th and Telegraph in downtown Oakland. Best fish sandwiches you can get on this side. No marketing plan. Love her though. No marketing plan. I did a little promo for it on YouTube channel. Check it out. YouTube channel I put on there for it's called Cater to You. Sister Tina over there holding it down. Black owned business. We got a lot of small shops. Shout out to my sister Jenny. Jenny, she does barbecue. Jenny's fire pit. She's out there on Bancroft in Oakland. The best barbecue in East Bay, hands down. Jenny, my sister, no marketing plan. Love her, no marketing plan though. It's folks out there doing stuff. They got CPAs, they got people doing different kinds of businesses. But who knows them? Who supports them? Is word of mouth. You see, we are a village mentality people. But to survive in America, our village is broken. So what we need to do is we got to supplement village mentality with some social media, a respectable marketing plan. But the problem a lot of black folks is they don't want to pay nobody to do this. See? They figure they don't want to pay nobody. We can do it. We'll get by. And they're dying. They're dying. So I'm opening the lines up, family. Maybe somebody can come up with a topic they needed some questions answered on. We can talk about it and see where it goes. I see somebody in the queue right now. They want to talk, so I'm opening up. Those who don't know how this works, you press 1 on your phone, press 1 on your mobile phone, and you enter the queue. Your hand will raise, and I will give you a chance to speak on whatever you want to talk about as far as technology is concerned. So you came in late, we're talking technology, so let's keep it on that, okay? Folks need a lot of help. So I got somebody here on the phone. Let's see. Open the lines up. Press 1 to queue if you want to speak. Right now we're going to open up for 9722. 9722. Welcome to the call. You're live with West Coast Wolf on Technology Talk for the Challenged Technology. What's your name? Where you coming from? Hello? 9722. Okay. That's when maybe somebody challenged here. Okay. Close it back off to that person. They probably hit 1 on the accident. They don't know they hit 1 on their phone. Press 1 again, 9722. If you don't want to speak, press 1 on your phone again so you can remove yourself from the queue, okay? Let me see what we got here. Okay, now. So if anybody has questions for me, here's your chance. Technology speaking. Okay, I got one. Here we go. All right, 8035. Welcome to the call, West Coast Wolf.
This is Marshall.
Yes, sir.
How you doing? Yeah, well, as you were speaking about technology and the fact that some of us, like myself, I'm challenged most of the time during the course of a day trying to do things on the phone, even on the computer. That's just the truth. You had mentioned that if there's interest, and this is why I'm putting this out there, if there's interest for those of us that are challenged, I guess that's the best word, then why don't we get together somewhere where we can have, whatever it is of us, 15, 20, 50 or so forth, where we can get in there. There's something laid out where we can go through this phone and learn how to do basic things, because there's a lot of basic things that I just screw up every time. Simple things like going outside, taking a picture of something, then trying to get the picture to send it to somebody. Don't know how to really do that. Matter of fact, I have to end up asking. So I'm just saying maybe we need to have that class, and me personally, to help you out a little bit, and it's worth it to me. I'm willing to actually literally pay to come to the class.
I was gonna say that. I'll do a paid class on that.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And maybe we, if we had that whole class, I mean, to me, $50 for a day in the class with you, where I know it's going to be right, it's going to be to the point, you're going to answer the questions. I personally would do that. I will open it up because I think those of us that are challenged, and there are those of us that are challenged. Some of us got 2 of those doggone Facebook accounts, and that's one thing you really need to explain. Some of us need to even get off of that thing.
Okay.
If I could, I would. How do you erase stuff out of Facebook? Maybe you don't. Maybe it's forever just circling out there in the cyber world somewhere. I don't know. Those kind of things, that's just little bitty things we need to know. I know that you know. So I'm just opening it up to ask and to say I'd be more than happy, and it'd be an enlightening. I got to end up knowing this stuff as best as I can anyway. Plan on being around here a long time. And sometimes I think I might be ahead of some of these others. So that's it.
Okay, my brother. Well, point well taken. Thank you, Marsh. And, Marsh made a good point. And I told myself, matter of fact, Sister Tina, she runs Cater to You, the little sandwich shop. She works for the night. She does the nightclub traffic over on 17th and Telegraph. She said, I'll be willing to pay for that too herself. Because let me tell you something. I went there, sister was she had stuff in there she didn't know how to work. It hurt me to see her, like, wow. But she making it because she's in a good location and she get the crowd. She's open later on Friday, Saturday nights for people to get that, that nightclub life and the bar night life who need a quick sandwich, some fries or whatever. She got a little kitchen. She got a little help with her now. I gave her a little video promo. You can see her video promo on the Bay Area Black Community YouTube channel. Okay. Check it out. It's called Cater to You. And you can see she got some bomb stuff in there. Her food is good, okay? But the thing is, she had stuff she didn't know how to work. She had office suite. She didn't know how to work that great. She had stuff computerized she didn't even know. I'm like, my poor sister. So I talked to her for a thing. She said, I'll be willing to go through a class herself. And Brother Marshall talked about that's a good idea. I was willing to do that. If you want to do a class, we talk about whatever you want to talk about. And I'll create an agenda for you guys, and we can go over some basic stuff and give you like a 3-hour class and see, hey, we just hash it out. $50 a head. We go over that and give some training. And the thing is, I'll put it on the laptop. I got all the equipment, the projector screen, put it for everybody can see it really good. Maybe I have some handouts for you. If you guys want to do that, let me know. Those who don't know us and who want to reach out, who not a part of our family, go down to the you can email me at bayareablack@gmail.com. Put in the subject heading the title of this broadcast tonight, Tech Talk Q&A for the Technology Challenge Part 2, and say willing to take training or something like that, willing to pay $50 or $50 or whatever for a 4-hour class, and we'll set something up because it needs to happen. Because I mean, you ain't hurting me. My friends got me, but like I said, I got 3 friends that I help. Then Marsha's one of them, and one of my closest friends, CJ, and my brother Edwin. Outside of that family, I don't really have a whole lot of time to be, trying to help everybody individually. But if y'all want to do a class on something and things you don't know how to work on your phone, how really social media really works, what you should be doing, what you should not be doing, I know how it's worked. Family, I'm tell you something about me. When I do stuff, I don't half-ass stuff. Okay. In the computer world that I worked in, there was a harsh environment for me because I'm militant, I'm confident, and I don't kiss no ass. So for me to live with them white folks and Asians and Indians, trust me, I had to know what I was doing because I don't kiss up. I just demand respect on my merit, on what I can do, not on how much I can brown nose somebody. So I can teach you stuff, and I'll keep you the good, the bad, and the ugly. The thing is that with social media, we're not using it correctly. We're not. We're not using it for the power that it really holds for us. Black folks right now, as scattered as we are, we create this environment called the Bay Area Black Community Organization. We say the Bay Area Black Community Organization, yes. We don't represent all black folks in the Bay Area. That's not what that means. It represents the sound-minded black folks in the Bay Area. That's what that means. And we are an online community now looking to have a realization of a real community that we can touch, breathe, and grow our own resources. So right now, until we can get that together with the right minds, come together as a collective, we're here. We online. We in mixers. We in outings. We're doing whatever we need to do to find the people that we need to find. LEBB. That's my motto. LEBB. Locate, educate, bond, and build. That's all that we're doing. Okay? So spend your time very wise. I told Brother Philip Bell, owner of the Southern Cafe, I told him, my brother, you have a great space here in Antioch. You got a bar, you got a nice spot for a little club environment, whatever you want to do. You can do some special events. I said, brother, just get you a page. People, you got a nice following already. People respect you. I said, put you a Facebook public page out there, and all you got to do is, when you post and have certain events, create that following, and people will come to your establishment. You ain't got to send no flyers out, nothing like that. You get enough people to like your public page. When you submit something, everybody who's liked your page will see it, and they can come to your events because you have the right following. He does the Christmas party every year. He does a Valentine party or something too. But the thing is, he's known for the holiday party at the end of the year at the Marriott in Oakland. Known for that. I've been on that list for a long time. I get a call every year, a pre-recorded message saying that the party's happening this time or whatever. And they've been able to make it in the last, I don't know how many years, 7 years, but he having it for a long time. He looked at me like, you know what? He said, Wolf, you know what? That's a good idea. I want to get back to you on that. Okay, so that's something he thought about doing. But I'm just saying, the power you have, we cannot lose anymore, family. We are so bad to the point, listen, when black folks were strong in the Bay Area, when we had Oakland on lockdown, when we had the Black Panthers and the Civil Rights Movement, we had people who come to the church. The church was a social media fool, okay? The church, the pulpit, was a social media all we needed. Everybody went to church, get that information, get that message, and they gone. They moving. The newspaper we had, they moving, okay? But nowadays, we're scattered. Economically scattered because things have gotten so bad in this country. In the Bay Area, where the most expensive place to live in the nation is here. If you live in the Bay Area as black people, you moved all over the place. Your neighbors likely are not black unless you live in the hood. Most of your neighbors don't look like you. Things have changed, family. So where do you find your people? The sound-minded black folks, where do you find them? They on social media. They on Facebook. They on Twitter. They on Instagram. They on Snapchat. That's where they are. Mainly on Facebook. The younger kids are on Snapchat, okay? They on Snap. Most of them is on Snapchat or Instagram. But the mature people, they on Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitter. I just see, you got to know this kind of stuff. I've been working with this for a while. I know where people are. But do I have time to sit here all day to try to recruit through social media? No, I don't. But that's why I use everybody's network to do the same thing, okay? John Paul Getty said, I'd rather use 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. That's how you build movements, family. We're not leveraging technology. We're using it, and it's using us. So we're going to get our community back together as one collective. You got to find them first. That's why the first one is locate, okay? And when you find them, you got to educate them. Or maybe they're not awake yet. Maybe they want to be awoke. They don't know what to do. They get confused. Educate them. Then B, bond with them. People don't do business with nobody they don't know, like, and trust. So when you bond, extend yourself as a friend, new friend. Take the initiative. If you're not going to do that, you're going to have the same friends you get till you get old and gray and die. Because you ain't making no new friends, and them friends can't teach you stuff. You can't teach them stuff because you too busy waiting for them to come to you. That ain't going to happen. Last one, the last B, build. Once you have people you need in place, those you want to work with you on the same team, the same mindset, now you can build something that's going to last. You can't do that with the right people because there's people out here, family, that's stronger than you mentally, stronger than you physically. But when you have a group behind you with the same mindset, move as one unit, you can't be beat by nobody. This I understood a long time ago. I'm teaching my people to understand the same thing. You ain't doing this by yourself. So understand, when you can understand the technology part, I will fill in the blanks for what I can do. The rest you're going to research, you're going to learn through YouTube, you're going to learn through book reading, you'll learn through doing. The rest of things you don't know how to do. But as a group, this is a collective organization, Bay Area Black Community Organization. We all live together. Okay? So I see somebody, let me see this dude. I'm not going to go, let me see, 9722, I'm going to leave him alone. They made a mistake. Hit the one if you want to do it again, close it, and go back again. Okay, now I got, some hands coming up. March started off. Here we go. Okay, 8712. 8712, welcome to the call. West Coast Wolf. Hello, sister. 8712.
Sorry, I have
my...
Yeah. Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, I had a question about how do you feel about implantable technology, like in microchips or, anything like that that's inserted into our bodies?
I'm against it. I'm not letting nobody put nothing on me. I can hear Mark shaking his head right now. No, I'm not with that. No, not me. I'm not with that. It's trackable devices. I'm not ready for that. No.
Okay. And also, too, I think one thing I have a question with would be with, when you're deleting things off of your devices, I noticed that it seems like it destroys the program or something. Is there a safe way to uninstall or delete programs without your device crashing? Because, unfortunately, my tablet has crashed.
Oh, okay. How did you do? How'd you remove it? What'd you do? What were the steps?
I just did uninstall.
Button or you deleted something?
Uninstall.
Uninstall.
And I don't know what happened. Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell us what program it was that you took off?
A whole bunch of stuff. It won't come on anymore. It just stopped.
Okay. Here's the thing. Some things. Okay. Sometimes now the tablets they run with a 1.6 atom processor. It's really not really for high-powered computer work, okay? But one thing people realize when you're doing with programs, some things are written poorly, and sometimes when you uninstall certain programs, they take over and they overwrite like system files. System files are those files on a computer or a tablet or a mobile phone that actually have to do with the booting up of that device, also the low-level code of that program, of that device. So when they overwrite programs, those who write quote-unquote shitty programs, when you uninstall some things, it uninstalls that system file. And that system file may have removed itself with traces of code. Kind of like, think of it like breadcrumbs. You go clean a plate off, and you clean it off. One time you put it with the towel, you clean the whole thing up, it's clean. Maybe some people go and clean it off, just spray it out, and they put the plate over the trash can and just rake it off. You still see crumbs on that plate. And those crumbs on the plate sometimes will affect that program is going to operate after it's gone. It uses tracks and traces of it. So when people uninstall programs, I always do one at a time. Did you do all at once? Did you do after the last time you're done?
Yeah, I just did them one at a time, from the system menu.
Uh-huh.
But I believe what you said is correct because when I try to power it on now, it says no command, and it won't even come on anymore. Okay,
that right there, the command is the low-level. It's the low-level program that starts the files. It looks for the operating system of your tablet. It's probably Windows Mobile or some kind of Windows tablet a streamed down version of Windows if it's a Windows tablet. It's a Windows tablet or Android tablet?
It's an Android, Dell Android.
Okay, so it's a streamlined version of Android operating system. So what happens in time when you uninstall programs, some new programs now for the most powerful stuff, it's so many guys creating programs now. So what they're doing is it's a portion on the back of it says this will install unknown safe devices. Okay, some things you might install on that thing may not be safe for the computer. You check the box to override that. And sometimes when you uninstall programs, it takes off valuable system files, or it corrupts them, valuable system files.
Oh.
And when you try to reboot the system, it'll destroy that. It'll mess it up. Now, it may be able to be fixed if the option to get into the option where they can actually restore it back to the factory settings. You might can save it because it'll give you all the old remaining programs on it when it first came out of the manufacturer. Because sometimes they have a hidden image to where they have a hidden program running. It has all the stuff saved that they send out through Dell, sent out. And you can get a restart back to that program factory. You can save your tablet, and you'll be back to normal again and install programs again from one to the other. But unfortunately, people write bad code to get stuff out there so quick to try to get paid on it. And if you got some program that's some knockoff program, it can hurt your tablet. But it's just software. Your hardware is fine. You didn't drop it in the water. You didn't break on the floor. It's just software, right?
Yes.
So I wouldn't get rid of it. The battery's still good. You didn't drop it. It's not physically damaged. It's hardware is no physical damage. So it's software damage. What you need to do is I would Google on your phone or your computer and look up your model of your Dell tablet and look up. You want to look and it says restore Dell model tablet, whatever. And it'll give some information on if it's a restore option in there, or you can probably call Dell if you're under warranty. They'll help you. Well, if it's a restore like a regular laptop or netbook, you're back in business. You ain't lost nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, so I wouldn't don't throw it away just yet.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, because you're thinking that if you're uninstalling something, that is just going to uninstall it. So it's really unfortunate that you're not realizing, or I'm sure I'm not the only one out there. Has to be other people too.
Sure.
That you're thinking you're just trying to make more room, on your in your memory, and then like you said, then all those other things are happening in the background. It's really unfortunate. So.
Right. Now on your tablet, there's an option for a USB, correct?
Yes, I do have that.
Okay, and it was enabled before this thing crashed, right? Your USB, you could put something in and watch movies or whatever you want on a USB stick, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'd have that available, and I would Google the Dell tablet you have, maybe call Dell, and they can tell you, ask me if there's a restore for your tablet and how to get to it. And they'll tell you how to boot it up. They probably ask you for it if you got to, because now they have the restore programs or backup protection programs on USB drives, so you have to go to your laptop or something, or your desktop computer, plug in your USB device, and they may send you somewhere you can download the program you need to transfer it to your tablet they call flash it or restore it back to factory settings, and you'll be good as new again. I wouldn't give it it's not over yet for that tablet.
Okay, well, I appreciate it. Is there pretty much, is it safe to say that you may not be able to safely uninstall programs in the future? I mean, because I did do them one by one.
Okay, well, here's the thing. If you have a program that's like a game or something that's not really backed by a high qualified company, then it could be a problem for you. Like if you uninstall Office, it ain't gonna crash. If you uninstall Adobe, it ain't gonna crash. If you uninstall something like Stream products, it's gonna be okay. But if you get something like some weird name, it's a free program and it does the same thing as other programs done, but it's been backed by some developers who still work on some things, bugs or whatever, you might have an issue. But I want everybody to know on the call, listen to this. Listen, if it's software, chances are good for you that you can get it back to restore it back to manufacturer settings because it's just software. Now, if you break something physically, like, the motherboard gets shattered or a chip is going bad, then you throw it away. It ain't worth fixing it. But just software, if you can get into it, yours does boot up. It just gives you a command line error.
Yeah, it says no command. Yeah,
no command. So it still turns. So as long as it powers on, because the first is the low-level checks. As it powers on, you may have a chance to save it. It depends on what they say about their device and how they make the tablets. I haven't had to fix a tablet yet, but it's still an operating system on there, and it's all doable. So I wouldn't give up on it yet. I'll Google the model of that tablet, and I would make sure I go to the website and see if there's a restore option on there. That was what you should do on that one.
Well, I appreciate that.
No problem. Any other questions on that?
No, sir. I appreciate it.
Okay, no problem. Let's see who we got here. Thank you for calling. Let's see who we got here. I have last digit of the phone is 7581. I'm gonna open it up for you. 7581. 7581. Welcome to the call. What's your name, brother?
I'm King David, CJ friend. I'm David. How you doing, brother Will?
King David, how you doing, my brother?
Oh man, it's all good. Hey, it's the questions are good for the needs of the people, man. It seems that a tech biz agenda is being developed now as we speak. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the process of studying some business stuff, like business credit development, like how to get a Duns and Bradstreet number, the Data Universal Numeric System number from Duns and Bradstreet. And while I was online researching that, Brother Wolf, the biggest credit corporation, they like 10 times bigger than Experian. Now, what I'm learning is to go further in my business endeavors and to teach the people is that I need to get technology literate. You know what I'm saying? To go faster.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? It's needed to progress further. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm here at Paradise Baptist Church, me and CJ, and they got a business center here. We got with offices upstairs. And I was just talking to some sisters that's in the church that's work for the IRS in different places, and I was talking to them about the DUNS number. I'd say if we could just teach all the people how to build their business credit, which is separate from your personal credit, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we could be a powerful group of people because we got carpenters, plumbers, we got all kind of entrepreneurs, but they don't know nothing about building their DUNS credit profile. You know what I'm saying? And I'm online with the Federal Register. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm just trying to get to is this, Brother Will. Man, you pull the covers off the present, man. You know what I'm saying? That you got this beautiful mind with this technology, man. If me and CJ can get you down here to the business center and get this classroom for you, because ain't nobody using them classes upstairs right now. We can put together and get you a business class to be ran down there at the Paradise Baptist Church Rec Center. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was built for business. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
That sounds that's something we could table. That's something we could table. So you have any problems, questions on technology wise? Like you have any challenges right now? Anything you don't know how to do?
The challenge that I'm just working on, you know what I'm saying, is trying to get. I know I need to get this marketing skills up, and like you said, marketing your business. You know what I'm saying?
Number one killer for our business. Number one killer for our
marketing.
business.
So I got an app, you know, so I'm just being real. I got an app on marketing, and I'm just getting into the field of, you know what I'm saying, working with this phone myself, you know what I'm saying? But I know I need to work with you, so that's why I say what I can bring to the table is I've been reading all SBA information, and I know that they got an SBA certification called an 8B, to where you can start a small business development center teaching business and technology and get paid for it and get grants from the government. You know what I'm saying? And you go further into tapping into the Small Business Administration money and funding, you know what I'm saying, to help black people start businesses. And with the knowledge you got with technology, man, we really need you, man, to push this class. So it seems like all the people calling, you know what I'm saying, is mostly intimidated. Like people hanging up and stuff, you know what I'm saying? They need the class.
I mean, that's, but you know, that's understandable because, you know, people, you know, we listen. I'm thank you for that call too, brother. I want to speak on something. You just brought something to my attention. You know, it's true that we are very intimidated today because we're getting shut down so much, family, in the working world that we just afraid to be wrong. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to not know. Not have all the answers. It's okay. You have to be okay with making mistakes first. Man, you know how many mistakes I've made? Just building businesses, just, you know, learning technology. Think about who would I be today? I hate to think about this, but who would I be today if I was afraid to ask teacher? Teacher, I don't know what the hell you just said. I don't know. I don't have no clue. I need some help. If I just sat back in the back of that class and just like a knot on the log and never asked the questions, I never would have known how great my teacher was. You know what I'm saying to you? I had a great teacher, but I never would have known how great he was if I didn't ask the questions that need to be asked. So many times in my classroom, family, of all the time I've been in school and studied with different people in study groups and whatever, all that time, I asked the most questions. They're like, this fool won't shut up. You know what? But guess what? In the end time, I had the most answers. So you cannot be afraid. Somebody said there's no dumb question. Well, I don't know about that, but it's very hard to get a dumb question in this kind of thing because, truth be told, man, I did support for people who didn't know what the power button was on the computer, and I'm doing remote support. Let me tell you something, you guys, family, you don't know. I made calls. I called people in a remote computer and fixed things for them remotely, and it's like I don't even know how to cut this thing off. These people like making big money, and they couldn't even. It was sad, but what I'm trying to tell you is, family, you can't be sitting back in the cut and not knowing something, and somebody at your fingertips can help you with that, for you to waste money and time and energy and try to wing it yourself. Because what's happening to people, they're suffering in silence. They're literally losing thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, doing dumb things that's not progressive, that's not productive for their business. Because they don't know no better, and they're afraid to ask anybody who do. Let me tell you something. Brother talked about a great point. Marketing, let me tell you something. Outside of you having a great product and being amazing in what you do, your marketing plan is killing you. It's killing you. You have a marketing plan. It's killing you. If you have a big business, like let's say you're a restaurant, let's say you are you do taxes, or let's say you do I don't know. You have a store, you have a personal trainer, personal fitness business, whatever you might do. You can think of a million things you could do, okay? The restaurant you get by with, if you're in a good location, you get by. If black folks are intentional and they help you and support you, you get by. But outside of tasting, because black folks love to eat, we're going to find some good food, okay? But the thing is, if you're doing something more, a niche market, more specialized service of some kind, not on a good street, maybe an online business. I don't know. But whatever you're trying to do, if you're not in the mainstream market and it's so hot that it can't find people to do what you do, you will not survive if you don't have a good marketing plan. Somebody told me, and it's true, two things run the world: sales and marketing. Somebody got to sell it to you, but they can't sell it to you if they don't know you're there. Somebody got to market what you got going on. Sometimes the big wigs like Google and them will do it for you. You partner with them, they'll do things for you through the AdWords accounts, some through rating you high in Google because a lot of hits from personal people who word of mouth who are submitting to your website or submitting your business, getting your flyers or whatever it is. But truth be told, let's say you got a full family, you work, you come home, you start, you ain't got time to market. And you maybe run a business like if somebody's running another business for you, and you just rely on that person to make sure your business work. You ain't got time to go check on it. You ain't got time to go market for it. You go to the other job and you just toughen it out. You ain't gonna make it that way. Not 21st century, family. It ain't gonna happen. So understand, you as individuals who consider to be business owners and whatever you're doing, listen. A lot of things got to line up in the universe for you to make it without knowing the social media deal, without being technology driven in the 21st century, family. A lot of things, like I said, the clouds and the sun and the moon got to line up perfectly for you to make it now. Because black folks are scattered. We're not technology literate for the most part. We're not using technology. We're leveraging technology. We're leveraging technology. We're using technology. Big difference. And those who have a great product can't be found. So we're back to square one. Just understand that. I may have another question here. Let me see who we got here. I got 9339. Welcome to the call, 9339.
Thank you for this great subject. And I want to know if you or someone else maybe could have at this class one for more advanced users rather than basic, or if you could do half a day for basic and another 4 hours or whatever for advanced, because unlike you were accusing me of earlier, talking about me not looking back on
Never
the
said
YouTube
anything
videos.
about anybody. Hey.
Yeah,
I never said anybody's name. You feel a little froggy. You
yeah.
jumping now.
Anyway, I know because you talked to me earlier this week about that same thing, so I know you're talking about me. But anyways, my problem is not knowing how to use technology, but honestly having too much of it and too little time and priorities. I don't have time to manage my own stuff, let alone look and read and listen to everybody else's stuff online. So I personally have 2 YouTube channels, 3 Facebook pages, and Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, Hootsuite, WhatsApp, Vine, Periscope. And Hootsuite is, supposed to be one that kind of auto-manages a lot of that stuff and does automatic posting for you. I also have a couple of real estate affiliated apps that do the same thing, kind of post things automatically so that it looks like I'm on social media personally and posting stuff when I'm not physically doing it myself because, again, I don't have time to do that. So I need help in that area, like on a more advanced level with basically, choosing the right people to even do it for you, paying people to do this stuff because, again, I don't have time. But 2, I've recently paid someone that turned out to be a scam, a big company that's advertising on Facebook. They have a nice website. They talk a good game. And they ended up scamming me for $49 a month for 6-month contract. And they're not doing what they're supposed to do. And I really don't, have a recourse other than suing them. But it's like, is it worth suing for $49 a month for 6 months? $300. It's going to cost me more than that to sue them. So knowing how to, pick companies and other and things to do that for you, like how to vet them I just need help with time management in the area of managing my social media for me because I do know that it's effective, but I don't have time to do it. And I also have questions like I said, that are more advanced about storage and backing up. Like I back up my phone to my computer on a regular basis, and I have an iPhone, and I have the largest amount of storage that's possible. Well, I don't have the 7, but now that's like 256, but I have 128 gigs on my phone, and it's still full. It's constantly filled. I have so much stuff on my phone, and I'm constantly having to delete just to take more pictures. I back up like through iTunes, but it doesn't come off my phone. Like even though it backs up, I have the backup. It doesn't wipe from my phone, or it's constantly pulling like from all my emails, and I have like 6 emails addresses that are all feeding into my phone, and as soon as I delete some, more fill up, and like I need to know how to limit that so that I can try and keep some kind of storage on my phone. So yeah, I have like over 3,500 contacts, so I have like way too much information, and I try to do most things from my phone, but it's too much. So I too would be willing to pay for a class or pay for more advanced information. Mainly though with managing help.
But okay, sound like your problem is different.
What?
You have God, time management problem. You have a
exactly
automated social media posting thing for you.
I have a couple of them. Yes.
So when we talk, we think we're talking. You be talking to your robot. Is that what you're saying to us? Huh? You've been blowing us off for how long? You been blowing us off with your little robot program?
Mainly,
is that what you're saying?
No, so like mainly, no. I personally like respond, but I don't initiate. So like I'm a realtor, so a lot of my pictures just post automatically, and they put questions out there with it, or whether it's a paid service. But then as people comment on them, then I engage, and I'll go back and comment back to them.
How much you paying for that?
Post,
How much you paying for that? If you don't mind us asking.
I don't even remember. It's
big
I don't know. I pay for so many things. Anyway.
Wow. Oh man.
So
yeah, you got a lot of stuff going on. Okay. For one, let me talk about the backup thing. The backup thing. Have you tried your computer? I mean, you can't. People, we can't use our phone. We can't back up our whole life on our phone. We can't do everything on your phone. You have to transfer some of the stuff off your phone.
No. I was saying the opposite. I back up my phone to my computer to try to keep my phone clear, but it doesn't clear off. Like it backs up to the computer, and then I back up my computer to an external hard drive. But it still doesn't wipe it from my phone when I back it up. And even when so I manually have to sit there and delete a lot. Like I have over 7,000 pictures constantly.
I see what you're saying. I got it. You're not backing. You're backing it up.
Keep
you need to move your
even
stuff
with
off
the
your
storage.
phone.
Right.
You have to move off your phone.
But I need to eliminate. Like, I don't want it to keep refilling because it automatically refills from emails. Like, I have 25,000 emails, literally. So, and every time I delete, like, I delete like 200 a day from each account, but they keep refilling up. You know what I mean? Like, as there's space available on the phone, it automatically pulls in more. And, like, I don't want that, but I don't know how to limit it.
Where's it coming from? Where your emails coming from?
From different servers. From Yahoo, Gmail. I don't know. Gmail and Yahoo.
Okay, so you're talking about regular emails like Yahoo and Gmail. You're not using Outlook or anything like that. Outlook has a server option, Office Exchange server.
I have another whole phone for that. I have a Windows phone for my Outlook stuff,
okay.
And I don't.
So you're talking about spam stuff. You're talking about Yahoo and Google spam. What you sound like? It's spam.
Yeah, but a lot of it's not. It's really not spam. It's real legitimate emails that are on site stuff that I've signed up to get, but it's just too much.
That's too much. You got a downside.
Exactly,
sister girl. You got a downside, and also too. This is another thing I want to talk about. You brought some point up too. Filters, because we have things that are essential to what we want to see, like right now in your email, or some things you don't want to see. We need learn to create filters on your email. Filters where certain people send emails go to one folder, other folks another folder, because you can't have that on your manual main box. It's gonna be like a headache looking at that. No, on my email accounts I have filters on it. What I want to see categorized
email
stuff.
Does that.
No, you have to do it. You have to create the filters though. Yahoo does it too.
Well,
both of them do it.
Gmail does it for you too. And Yahoo, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I have like 4 tabs for those, so they are filtered, but it's still it still clogs up my phone. They're still there.
Yeah, because it's on the actual physical on the Gmail side. You got to remove them. Gmail and Google have their own servers. So when you get them emails in there, you can't delete them. That's coming from their server. They download them to your phone from their server. Right. Now, when you control your own server, no, you can't stop them. They're giving you emails people sending you, whatever it is. So if you have Outlook, the server is in your possession. You can decide what you want to delete off the server. It'll stop downloading when you have it on that side. But Yahoo and Google, listen, you have to remove some of the services. I mean, you need to have a what they call official email, like through Outlook. You tasking out Google and Gmail. Now, Gmail does have a official one you pay for. They have one you can pay for. That's a Gmail server. They're doing that now too. You can probably contact Gmail about the server option they have. But regular Gmail email or regular Yahoo email, that comes right from the online server. You can't stop that. You get emails, it's going to send them to you. My phone's full on that stuff too. But what I've been doing lately is I've been going through, uninstalling, removing myself from certain lists and unsubscribing. You got to do that.
Yeah.
Because it gets so. I had like 14,000 emails in one of mine. And your pictures and stuff, you got to use. If you got an Android phone, use the storage space on your Google Drive. Everybody who has a Google phone, you have Google Drive. Google Drive gives you 15 gigs for free. So what you should do on your phone, the settings is an option to back up to Google Drive. Once it backs up to Google Drive, you need to remove that stuff off your phone or transfer it to your computer. Now, there's 2 things you can do. You want to back up. Backup don't get rid of stuff. It just backs it up. What you need is a move. A move is taking things from your phone to your computer. That will free up the space on your phone. So, but with the email, you can't help them. They can't help you with the email because the email comes right from the online server in the cloud. But the pictures, back up to the Google Drive. Go to drive.google.com. Log in with the email address that you have on your phone, and you will see all your options to upload your stuff, preferably in a Wi-Fi environment because it's free for some people who don't have unlimited. Upload, take it one day and upload the pictures to that thing, and then you'll free up what's on your phone. Remove this up to your computer, and you'll have it in 2 places. For you got quite a few tasks. You need like a personal assistant for what you got going on. I ain't nobody's personal assistant, okay? You try to get somebody to go to work. If I want a computer job, I know how to get one. You want me to go to work. And anyway, girl, bye. Let's see. Thank you. Let's see what else we got here. I think that's it. Now, somebody try to option in. I'm going to try this 415 number again. Okay, let's see if they're ready now. I think it was a mistake, but they never took it off. Okay, one more time. You're live. Question. Maybe they went to sleep. Hello, bye-bye. Okay, they gone now. All right, let's see what we got here. Yeah. All right. So, yeah. Okay, family, that's good. Let's see. Did anybody new here? Anybody? I think we got everybody. Did we get everybody? Yeah, we got him. Got check. Cool. Okay, cool. Anybody else? Questions? Speak now, forever hold your peace. Here's your time to shine. All right, family. Okay, so basically, I hope everybody learned something tonight. But just remember, in America, family, we're not in the future of the people who powers that be here. They're not set any plans for us except to remove us and to put us on one little area with no resources and just bare necessities. So if we're gonna make it in the business world, it's moving so fast. We gotta give it the program. Learn some basic computer skills. At least be able to pass an interview and know what you don't know. And hopefully you can learn as time goes on. But you gotta have some real basic skills, at least on your phone. Because nowadays people are asking you to, at the job, they're asking you to connect your phone to the office server, your emails there, be able to send attachments or whatever. So if you're in the working world, corporate America, you got to learn how to do these things. I mean, I was working as a life insurance agent before, and I realized that they wanted me to upload on my laptop, download the software to be able to log in from my mobile laptop to the main office environment to get certain deals done through their system. So you can't get away from this stuff. Being a salesman, you got no computers. You got to have a computer. Being in marketing, you got no computers. Being an owner of some type of business, you got to have a website, social media presence, know how to tweet, know how to put it out there. And for the basic things, like I'm willing to give a class. And like I said, I put some handouts for you guys. You guys get a location locked down, $50 a person, and I do a 4-hour class with you guys with some handouts. We can do either phone or we can do phone and basic computer skills, how to find your email, how to search, how to Google, how to, background check people, how to find people. We'll do something. Whatever you guys want to know, send me an email at barrierblack@gmail.com and we can discuss it offline and we can go from there. But that's tonight's show, family. It's been great. Hope you guys learned something for tonight. A lot of good questions. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. And that's going to be it for tonight. So, you guys, that's it. Have a good night. See you on the first of the month. So we do every first and third Monday of the month. So follow us on Facebook, The Bay Area Black Community. Follow us on YouTube, The Bay Area Black Community YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter, @Bay Area Black. And like us and subscribe. Peace, family. Have a good night.
Separate when you notice it's something great. Hate to hate, but I'm shaking up all the fake. About the powers for our kids. We gotta save it so they can easily live. Least so my people ain't treated equal. Tired of sequels. Stories bore me. Lies kill glory. Black so beautiful, not up before me. Before extinction, we won't be preaching. We can't be marching. Hey, that shit go in the coffin. Black fist, black thoughts, whites want us cut off. Right now, get rid of coons in the room. Don't assume we clean here, fuck the rear. Ain't no luck, that tool truck, we know war. Life on line, we gotta